What's going on, guys? Welcome to a new video where Sony just randomly decided to drop not one, not two, but 3 new products. Let's talk about them. So Sony announced the all-new a7C and a7C Mark II, as well as the new 16 to 35 G Master Mark II. I have been waiting forever for that. The cameras, that was a pleasant surprise, but the lens is something that I am so excited. I've actually been testing out these cameras as well as the lens for the past couple of weeks. I have the a7C Mark II in front of me because we are filming on the brand new a7C as well as the 16 to 35 G Master Mark II. Now, I have the a7C. It was my vlog camera for little, and it was then my streaming camera, and I've really enjoyed using it. I had a few overheating issues when I would be streaming for hours and hours on end, but other than that, I loved the compact size, I loved the quality, and honestly, with these cameras, I've been having a really good experience too. So these cameras are a great hybrid full frame camera for people who might be interested in both photography as well as videography, much like myself. Now, I am a Sony a7R Mark V user, and this is my favorite camera. So when they announced the a7C, I was like, yes, we gotta test that out and we have to see how it compares to my everyday camera. So with these 2 new cameras, these are the hybrid full frame cameras, and these are compact. They're small, they're super lightweight, and they now have AI. So with this dedicated AI processor, we now are going to be able to get real-time tracking as well as subject recognition. And that way your camera knows, and this AI processor knows what you're going to be filming. So if I'm filming a human and say they have on a hat or sunglasses, or they're wearing something that might be blocking their features, this AI is still going to be able to detect that it is a human, and say I turn around. As soon as I turn around and it catches focus of my eye or where my eye should be, it's going to know that I'm a human, and it should lock that focus, on my eye or on me, so that it's able to do that for tracking and stuff like that. I was using the a7C as well as this 70 to 200 G series lens, and I was getting some incredible pictures and videos of birds at the beach. And I didn't film the screen because there was so much going on, but I was watching the tracking of the birds, like when they were turning around or they were flying, and it was locking on so quickly to them. I was so impressed. Another thing that I love in these cameras with the AI is you're able to do face memory. I feel like this is a really good feature if you're filming a wedding or if you're filming something where you want to lock on to one specific person. You're able to register their face. So that way, if you want to just be filming them or taking pictures of them, it will know and it will focus on their face. Another thing that's also small but kind of important is with the new AI processing unit, you're able to now kind of achieve a more accurate white balance in difficult lighting. If you use auto white balance like I do a lot, that's actually really important. Another feature these cameras have, which I think is pretty cool, is the AI-based auto framing. You turn on this feature and you're able to basically stay centered and have it as if someone is behind the camera filming you. So you can be moving around, you can adjust the speed. So if you don't want it to be too aggressive, too slow, too fast, you could adjust the speed, but it makes it seem like someone is filming you, and it will keep you, in frame and adjust accordingly. Now, the difference between the 2 cameras is the a7C Mark II has a 33 megapixel sensor, whereas the a7C has a 61 megapixel sensor, which this right here, the a7R Mark V, also has. So as a R5 user, I was curious, am I gonna get that quality that I'm used to? And I was actually pleasantly surprised. The one thing I personally don't like going from the R5 to the a7C is I missed the screen. I missed the screen a lot. Now, these displays do have similar brightness when it comes to the monitors, but there's just something about being able to adjust the screen basically however I want it. And also the viewfinder in the a7R Mark V is incredible. Another thing that is different is that the a7C cameras only have 1 SD slot, whereas the R5 and the other bigger full frame cameras usually have 2 SDs as well as 1 CF Express. But also, that means you have a bigger camera as well. So using these small compact cameras but being able to have the quality of the a7R5, I was super into. Vlogging with that and the old 16 to 35 was heavy. But when I was vlogging with the a7C-R and the new 16-35, I was like, this is actually something I can do and quite manageable. These also do have the digital multi-interface shoes, which is great. I'm filming this right now with the XLR and a lav, and I also can use my little shotgun mics, which is really great, and it does have support for up to 4 audio channels, depending on which microphone. There's also a feature where you can add in wind reduction if you don't want to use an external microphone. All right, so this is a test with the wind noise reduction off. If you can see, the trees are blowing, the leaves are blowing, it is windy out here, and we have the noise reduction turned off. So it's really windy outside. I figured this is a good time to turn on the wind noise reduction for a test. So how does it sound? I have it on. It's very windy. Look at that, blowing, see? Curious to see how it sounds. So my initial reactions, I personally love the screen as well as the viewfinder better on the R5, which also makes it more expensive. So if those are things that you don't care about and you want to save a big chunk of money and get that quality in a smaller form, this camera would be for you. Okay, let's talk about the 16-35 G Master lens, shall we? I've been using the 16-35 G Master lens for years. It is the go-to. It is the go-to for the studio. It's the go-to the vlog. The problem is it's heavy and kind of old. So when it comes to the new 16-35, yes, there's all of these great updates and great features, but what's important to me is that it's smaller, it's lighter, it's better, and it has an aperture ring. I actually really like the aperture ring. So it's 20% lighter and it's 10% smaller than the previous model. It's great too for movies because we now have that reduced focus breathing, and we also have the reduced focus shift while zooming. And it also now has active mode image stabilization support for ultra wide images and movies. And of course, it has better autofocus. We also now have a more smooth as well as faster zoom. Anytime I'm vlogging in the past, I would whip that lens and you would hear it, but now it's smooth, it's silent, and you don't really hear it. And that's great because for some reason, that's like my go-to move when vlogging, and when I'm editing, I'm like, why did you do that? It was loud. So I filmed this whole sit-down portion with the a7C-R as well as the 16-35 G Master Mark II. I've been recording for such a long time and I've had no issues. I used an external XLR, and I will say I was also super impressed with the a7C Mark II as well. Anyway guys, links in the description if you want to check out any of these products. There's going to be more content coming soon because I'm getting some more hands-on with them. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.